There we go. Hey everybody. Sorry about my messy hair. I just realized that as I turned on the face cam that I woke up an hour ago. So we're having hair like this for today. Oh man, I haven't done one of these talks in a while. So I was about to shower and fix my hair. But yeah, I wanted to talk. Get some stuff off. Because it's been a while. Um, should catch you guys up, I suppose. And by you guys, I mean me in the future. I, I guess. Let me think. I was thinking as I was doing my morning things about all that I've learned in the past year. And though the reasons weren't good, I've learned a lot of things in the past year. That's so vague. Um, I think this year has probably been the hardest year I've ever had because it started off with a breakup, and then it just went downhill with a bunch of not random, but a bunch of things that did not help anybody. Like a lot of things, stuff with my cat, with family, with it's a lot, and it's still happening. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of bad things that I'm figuring out how to juggle. But bad times or hard times are usually what help you learn the most. So, if I gain anything from this, it's that. Which, I mean, knowledge is very important. It's very important to have. I just wish it didn't have to come from hard times. It'd be so convenient. But that's unfortunately just how it is. I think back on who I used to be just a year ago, which is strange because it doesn't seem familiar at all. It's very, very distant. It's just a year ago. Which I mean it's healthy, I suppose. I'm growing. But I do miss who I used to be. Or where I was. More like it. I do miss where I was. That's the best way to put it. I'm sure everybody has a memory that they wish they could just go back and live in one more time. Kind of thing. But with all the things that are happening, I have my own issues that I need to figure out still. Brand new ones, really, that I need to help myself understand. But I like that I've learned a lot. It's nice that it's a distant memory now. That it's a distant memory how jealous I used to be in relationships. Because I'm a different person, or at least I was. I was a different person when I was in a relationship because I would just, I surround my life around what feels good and what gives me that purpose. And that's probably one of the biggest things I've learned is that, like, I've truly understood now the concept of being with somebody. It's not your life. Being with someone is not your life. At least not for me. It was being with somebody as my life was fun and it was nice and I enjoyed it, but the aftermath of if it fails is just nah, I can't do that. I've really understood what works for me is that dating is not your life. You have a partner there with you through your life, and you guys are together, and you guys have that strong bond. Unlike anything else, you're always there for each other. You're always there to help, but neither of you neither of you should be the dependent on the other, you know? Like, you can depend on each other for certain things, but you shouldn't be like, if I'm sad, I need you to make me feel better. Because at the end of the day, we're just two human beings who like each other a lot and decided, hey, let's be together. That doesn't stop your life. Your life is still your life. You still do everything that you did before you dated. You just have somebody there with you now. It's like having a new friend, but the relationship is different. And that's when I had a hard time learning. I've never done that before, because I always just kind of made it my life. And maybe for the first, first while when you're in that, puppy love stage, it does feel like it, but no, I can't. I need to stay who I am. I can't let things change me. I can't let the humor of who I'm with affect how I do things, because mine's based on humor a lot. I make a lot of jokes. Sometimes in moments where they're not needed. I make a lot of jokes in stressful situations because it helps me. But if I'm with somebody who doesn't find me funny, then I change my humor to something I don't find funny. But I don't know. It's a whole long thing. But I'm glad I've learned this, and I'm glad I've learned a lot more about being mature with things. Like, it's basically just different perspectives that changed everything. I used to be really jealous in relationships. Out of relationships, I'm like, I don't care. But in relationships, I get super jealous, and it's annoying, and I hate it. Like, I hate feeling that way, and it's so stupid sometimes. But all jealousy is fear. Jealousy is fear off of what you fear might happen. And unfortunately, some of my jealousy is correct. In every relationship I've been in, if I was jealous of somebody, I've always been correct. Well, at least once. Not with everybody. Not with everybody. Definitely not. But at least one of them's always correct. And that's a horrible way to live. I've learned more about trust, because I'm really bad with trust. I'll get that certain amount of trust that I build with somebody, right? I'll get close to people even. But true, like, unadulterated trust, that's hard for me to do. That's hard for anyone to do. But I've learned that that's what you need in a relationship, because you won't be as jealous. I finally had the thought of, well, my ex actually brought this up, and it stuck, because it's true. That the thought of, thinking of your girlfriend going to go hang out with, like, one of her best guy friends, like, they're just best friends for years, they clearly don't like each other, but you're jealous because he's a dude. Or if she's gonna go hang out with her friends and there happens to be that guy there. If you love this person, you should have trust in them. And you always hit that point where you're jealous and you're like, I do trust you. But if you trust them, then you know they won't cheat on you. And if anything happens, like they do something weird, they'll tell you. Worst case scenario, they cheat on you. You just know that person was not the one. Because, what? They cheat on you and you're like, oh no. What? They're the one who did it. They're literally just proving to you, hey, I'm not worth it. You shouldn't date me, I'm not worth it. That's all they're saying. That's just getting your heads up before it happens later in the future. Which, that stuck with me. That's what actually changed my whole worldview, and I was like, huh, it's kind of right. you know, I shouldn't be so jealous. I used to get jealous at things of like if my girlfriend was just texting some new friend, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to know the person or to get to know them a little bit, and like be a little acquainted. But there's no reason that I should be a little pouty bitch and be all like, oh, I hate that guy, I'm so jealous. I never even spoke to him at this point. What? They're not. She's not gonna. If I trust them, they're not going to do anything like that. Case in point. It might be hard, but if they're gonna do some sneaky shit, it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. It's more like insurance, or not insurance, like investing. I need to learn to just give people enough trust for them to prove it. And if they prove it over time, then sure, I'll give you a little more, a little more, a little more. I think that's how it works. Yeah. But that's helped a lot. That's helped a lot with my jealousy. Because I used to be very bad with it, and it was like my least favorite trait. But I'm a lot better now. That makes me happy. It genuinely does make me happy. It gave me goosebumps. It's a strange lesson to learn, but I'm glad I finally got there. I'm sure it'll take a little work, actually being able to get used to it. I'm sure the next relationship I'm in, I'll, feel jealous at some point. I'll have to remind myself, like, hey, pal, you're being fucking weird. Because it's not good. I've learned I don't like being controlled. And being controlled is fucking awful because it's putting you in that box of this is your life. Your life is not in a box. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're in a relationship, you gotta work out those issues. But you can do whatever the fuck you want. There is no box. There is no box. It's a reference for Zayn. Right, yeah. Being controlled is awful. Yeah. I'm glad I'm a lot better with that because jealousy is just it's unintentionally manipulative. Manipulative. There we go. Yeah. Sucks. You should be able, while in a relationship with somebody you really love, someone you really love and you really trust, you should be able to go hang out with your friends. Boys or not. I mean, preferably if I have a girlfriend, I'd appreciate at least one other girl going, I'd really appreciate that. And I'd like to, if possible, I'd like to be able to meet them at some point. Just, ease things out a little bit for me. But, yeah, go hang out with your friends, dude. Things don't gotta be so strict. There's no rules to this shit. Relationships have no rules. I mean, if you want them to work, they have rules, like very simple ones, like communicate and just don't bullshit each other. Treat each other like human beings and all that. But there's no rules saying what you can and can't do, as long as you work it out with your partner. Yeah. What's been going on with my life? I'm in college now. Like, going to college. It's been very fun. Met new people, hanging out with Zane a lot. It's a blast. It's a lot of fun. And I hang out at Zane's house every other night with some friends. That's also a blast. It's really fun. I'm always exhausted, but it's so fun. It's worth it. I've been playing Halo Legendary again, trying to beat all of them. I don't do a lot. I really found yet. I don't do a lot. I just do a lot of thinking and a lot of schooling because I have my school, I have work, I have friends. That's kind of it, and I'm mostly content with it. Really, got a brand new shirt. I've been trying to. How do you put it without sounding like a hippie? I'm trying to understand myself more. I just. I've had a rough year, I think. I've had the hardest year of my life. Well, one of them. Sophomore year was very hard. It was a very hard year. But I'm an adult now experiencing all that. It's a very hard year this year. So I've been trying to help myself where I can, and yeah. When you can't help yourself feel very good, I tend to focus on helping my financials. I'm like, if I can't help myself, then I guess I'll just progress in different ways, like financially and in schooling. So at least I know I'm making progress in something. But I think I've leveled out a little bit. Things haven't been the same in a while, but I'm starting to really let go of the idea of things being how they were at all. Because they're not going to be. They can't. I'm not going back to the memory that I miss. Or at least the feeling of it. It was nice, but that's not where I am right now. So I'm more finding enjoyment in being myself. I play video games sometimes. I like to try to hang out with friends whenever I can. But more importantly, I'm trying to focus on my goal of helping people again. And okay, the goal's never gone away. But I'm focusing more on it. And I'm trying to figure out things I can do right now rather than later. Because I want to be a therapist. But that's later. I can't. That's not for several years. I gotta do things now to help people. And of course, I do things in my daily life, right? Like, I help people where I can in my daily life, even the little things that people don't notice. But for me, that's not enough. That should be assumed because that stuff is so easy to do. That should be assumed. I want to help people as much as I can. I signed up for a group of people that help. I won't talk about it very much because I haven't got a response and I don't know that I will. But I'm trying so hard. I made a Discord server for people to join widely just to help people in there. I struggle with finding ways to help people. I have a homeless shelter in town. I plan on going down there and helping out, when I can, like on a day off. I've been pretty busy with other things too. I've been having family and friend issues that I'm trying to help people with. Don't want to put too much on my plate, but I do that a lot. I just need ways to help people. Yeah. Actually, I bought a cup recently. Can I show this? Yeah, I'll cover it. It's a Gamer Supps cup with a little mascot on the side. And I bought one because it was funny at first. And then I realized how much they sell for. This is $30 with shipping to get one of these. I bought one and I sold it on eBay for $150. 150 bucks. I'm gonna ship it today. But Jesus Christ, 150 bucks for a cup. So naturally I bought 3 more. And I'm gonna sell them all. And hopefully make some decent money. That'd be nice. It definitely would help a lot. They're not gonna be here for another like 4 months. They take forever to ship. But for now, I have this one, and I've just been using it. Because, I mean, I don't know if everybody does this, but I have a bottle, or not a bottle, a flask for water. And then I have a separate cup for water flavoring. Because if you put water flavoring in your reliable water cup, then it just tastes like that forever. You know, that's why I have my bottle that I use for flavored things. Like I have G Fuel here. I have like those water flavoring little things you squeeze in, like Mio. I put those in there. And yeah, I definitely prefer doing it that way. And it's a shaker too, so if you put something powdery, you can shake it up like that. Nobody clip that. Nobody click that. Don't clip that. Yeah. I'm thinking I might, with this guy, if I do eBay things, I might write a little letter that says like, hey, thank you for buying, and give him a starburst. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot, obviously, as I've been explaining, and I got some things going on in my life. I'm trying to keep myself busy. Today's currently my day off, and I'm gonna go down to the post office and ship this thing, and take a shower. And truly, I don't know what to do after that. So I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Yeah. But I mean, it's a lot shorter of a video, but I got most things off my chest. So, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate your time, and I mean, that's about it. See ya.